Planning trips is my absolute favorite way to get excited for the warmer seasons ahead. Cold and grey months just pass by so fast when you have some travel plans to look forward to. I have done quite a lot of traveling during the last years with my husband. We have done trips around Europe, we traveled around Canada. By the way, you can find all of those videos from the trips on my channel. And I feel like by now I have perfected my packing routine and I rarely overpack. And today I want to share with you my travel essentials, my tips and tricks. I want to share with you all of the things that make me feel more comfortable and stress-free on my travels. Let's go! Welcome back, my friends. If you are new, my name is Anna and hopefully I'm your next favorite YouTuber. Here on this channel, we discuss how we can use beauty, style and all of the cozy things in order to make our life better and love ourselves a little bit more. And today we're going to talk about traveling, one of my favorite topics. And let's jump straight right in and talk about the things that make our travels more comfortable and just better. The first thing is quite obvious, but it is so important to mention. This is an AirTag. For those of you who don't know what an AirTag is, this is a little tracking tool from Apple. You put it inside of your luggage and then you will be able to track the movement of your luggage with the help of your iPhone. This just made our travels so stress-free. I really don't need to stress about where our luggage is anymore. I just check its location throughout our flight. I look at it, especially when we have a stopover somewhere. I'm just so happy we got this one. The next thing is a pair of headphones that you love, and especially noise cancelling headphones. I'm not somebody who uses noise cancelling headphones in my everyday life, but I think if you are traveling by plane, noise cancelling headphones is an essential. I use noise cancelling headphones by Apple, but I believe you can get them from different brands, and that is just so important for you to be able to relax and maybe sleep during your flight in order to be fresh and ready to discover new places after your arrival. Another thing that I always make sure to put in my handbag during our trips is a little snack, like a granola bar or something like this, because I'm one of those people who gets a little bit grumpy when I'm hungry, and this way I just feel more peaceful, because especially when you're traveling by plane, you really don't know how much time you're going to spend standing in lines, and you might not be able to have a coffee in a coffee shop or buy something in a duty free like a snack. So in the end you will end up boarding your flight without buying anything, and then we all know how overpriced all of the food items on flights usually are, and they are generally not really tasty. So I always feel really good when I know that I have my granola bar or something like this in the bag, and if I don't have time to go and buy something in the cafe, I always have something that I love. Something that made packing so much easier and more pleasant for me are organizers for all of my beauty products, makeup, skincare and things like this. I have some big transparent ones like that, and I also have some nice fluffy ones like that. These ones, I have a set of 3, I believe. I got them on Amazon, and this one, and I have another one similar, is from H&M. I will leave the links to some similar ones for you in the description down below. I'm not sure I will be able to find the exact same ones that I got on Amazon, but it really doesn't matter which ones you buy. These are really not expensive things, and I don't think you should go for some specific brands when you buy organizers like that. They don't need to be expensive. What is important about this, it makes it so much better to pack all of your beauty products inside of this. You are able to see what you have inside, and it just makes everything so much neater and really pleasant for the view. Before I had these organizers, I used to throw everything in a plastic bag, and it was just such a mess, and I really didn't like it. But now with these, it's so much better, and I'm really not the person who travels light when it comes to beauty products. And for now, it's really impossible for me to travel just with hand luggage. If you are a girl who has a morning and nighttime skincare routine, who has a hair care routine, and who uses makeup, then you understand that it's absolutely not possible to really fit all of those beauty products in 1 liter zip bag that you are allowed to take on your flight in hand luggage. That's an impossible task, and I don't force myself into doing this anymore. So let's move on. Another thing that I wanted to say is about beauty as well. It's more of a tip. I really strongly advise you to never take the mini beauty products on your trips, the beauty products that you have never tried before. Because so often we get some testers of beauty products, some mini products of skincare when we order something from Sephora, for example. And we are really tempted to keep those beautiful mini bottles to take with us on our trips to kind of make our packing lighter, but in the end we don't know how our skin is going to react to this product, and we will end up with a breakout or something like that. And I really think that during our trips we need to take only 100% trustworthy products, and we need to be sure that our skin will be looking its best and our makeup is going to end up flawlessly, exactly the way we want it. Another thing that made my packing so much easier are organizers for clothes. I have some organizers from Amazon, and I also have some like more high quality organizers from Muji. I really don't see much of a difference. Maybe the zip looks really like more durable on Muji ones, but the Amazon ones are really nice as well. Why I love having organizers for clothes is, first reason is because I feel like I can fit more clothes inside of my luggage right now, because everything is like pressed to each other, really like I can get more things inside. And another reason, I always take a few empty ones with me on my trips, and during the trip I put all of the dirty clothes inside of those, so the dirty clothes and clean clothes don't get mixed together in the luggage. Before I had those, I really didn't know what to do with my dirty clothes, and then till the end of the trip my luggage was a big mess of everything, like dirty and some clean clothes, and it was just really not nice. Right now I really love when everything is divided into those organizers. Another important thing to mention is that depending where you are going to, you might need an electricity adapter, so make sure to check what kind of plugs and sockets they use in the country where you're going, so you grab this little one. Another thing that I always make sure to grab with me on my trips is an empty tote bag, because you never know when you're going to need one. For example, in the end of your trip you bought too many things and your luggage is overweight. This way you can get some of the heaviest items out of your luggage, put them in your tote bag and take it with you on your flight as if it's like a female accessory that you are allowed to take on your flights all of the time. Another thing why I always take my tote bags is because I love carrying some things which are easy to break in it. For example, on the trips I always love buying mugs, and I don't want to put those mugs in my luggage. They could break there easily, and I transport those mugs in my tote bag. They are always with me, really safe. Another essential thing that I always pack are some medicine for emergencies, and of course I always pack a headache pill. You never know when you are going to have a headache on the flight or after the flight. It's completely normal to have a headache, so make sure to pack those as well. I always make sure to pack some hand sanitizer and hand cream. My hands get super dry on flights, so I always have a hand cream in my handbag, some mini one, and a hand sanitizer. Of course, I really love sanitizing my hands, and in hotels I very often sanitize some light switches. If you are a fan of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills TV show, maybe you remember the moment when Lisa Rinna was in a hotel and she took a little sanitizing wipe and she started wiping the light switches and the remote control for the TV. I'm that kind of girl sometimes. Another thing that I always pack with me are some shower slides. I couldn't find mine right now because they're probably somewhere far at the bottom of a suitcase, but it doesn't matter what kind of slides you buy. You can get the lightest, the cheapest ones from the supermarket. I just really don't want to stand on the ground of a shower which is not at my home. I'm just like that. I know it's clean, but still I feel like it's not as clean as I want it to be, so I prefer taking a shower in my slides in hotels. Another thing that I always pack are some face towels. After having a long history of rosacea and breakouts, I really take my skincare routine seriously, and I always make sure to dry my face with a clean face towel, and I prefer taking something from home than using the one in the hotel. This can be paper face towels or a little face towel that you washed by yourself at home. Then I think it's important to mention that you always need to take a mini umbrella. You never know when it's going to rain. The one that I have is from Accessorize brand, but right now you can find mini umbrellas really everywhere. It's just important for it to be light so it doesn't take a lot of place in your suitcase and you can carry it around in your handbag all the time. Another thing I wanted to mention is a comfy, fresh set of pajamas. Bonus points if they are ironed, because the comfy, fresh set of pajamas just makes your first night in a hotel so much more relaxing and peaceful. You know, it's a common thing that people don't sleep as well on the first night of their vacation, and a fresh set of pajamas is going just to relax you so much more. Talking about peaceful sleep, another thing I always have with me during my travels is a little plushie toy. This one is with me for almost 20 years already, and it's just something so comforting to know that this little thing is traveling with you wherever you're going to, and he's going to be with you everywhere. And if you have such an important friend like me, don't forget that you shouldn't put this one in your luggage. He's so precious. You need to carry him in your hand luggage so he's never lost. Another thing that I take really seriously is my hair, and I always pack my own hair dryer, because those hotel hair dryers are always doing something wrong. They are either not powerful enough, or they are like too powerful and they will like grill your hair. So I prefer having mine, and I feel like during trips I always want to feel like I'm looking my best, and I want to have a good hair day on my trip always. Also, if you love having your clothes always fresh and ironed, I advise you to get yourself a mini iron or a steamer. Sometimes in hotels you can get an iron in your room, but sometimes you don't have it. And I always check before I go on a trip if the hotel offers you an iron. If it doesn't, I pack my mini iron inside of my suitcase. I have the simplest one that I got in a supermarket. It really doesn't matter what brand you have, but when you're buying yourself an iron, I think you should try to weigh it in your hand. If it is too light, it's probably not going to be good enough. It should be a little bit heavy. If we're traveling by car and not by plane, I always make sure to take a little coffee maker and a travel mug. This is a really simple coffee maker that you plug in, and this is an old travel mug from Starbucks, but it works just fine. We really love having some freshly brewed coffee in the morning, and hotels don't always have an espresso machine, and this way I'm brewing coffee when after waking up, and I'm drinking it while getting ready, and it just feels so nice. And then I can make some for the day ahead to drink while driving. So those are really important things that I love taking for road trips. And another thing that I wanted to mention is I really love having some travel rituals for the beginning of the trip that really set the mood for your travel, that really like turn off your everyday work mode and turn on your vacation mode. These can be as simple as going and buying a cup of coffee in Starbucks before boarding your flight, or going to a duty-free shop and smelling various perfumes, or if you are having an early flight, you can go and have a breakfast in McDonald's. That would be something that you don't normally do every day, and that will just set your mood for vacation and make you feel relaxed and ready to have so much fun. I hope that my tips and all of the things that I shared with you today were useful for you. If they were, please push the like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. This is very important for me to be able to reach more people and create more videos like this. I will see you very soon with more style, travel and cozy videos. Bye!